Welcome to Game Time, presented by Kia. Greg Anthony here in place of Chris Webber, along with the Hall of Famers Isaiah Thomas and Kevin McHale. And before we get to our guys, we're going to send you over to the guys who called the game, Steve Smith and Candace Parker, to break down the Thunder victory over the Portland Trailblazers. Smitty, guys, take it away.
Thanks, GA. What a game we got a chance to see, Candace, and we get a chance to go through these highlights and see what happened. It was toe for toe, tit for tat, blow for blow. You love this one, Candace?
Oh, I love this because this game was a regular season game, but it seemed like a playoff atmosphere. These teams are fighting for something.
Let's start off. Russell Westbrook gets it out to Paul George as he knocked down the three. And Damian Lillard with the up and under. What a play by him with the reverse layup. As you can see, the score 23-23. Paul George now getting a chance to show us his one-on-one skill. He knocks this one down. And then we'll have the backcourt partner of Damian Lillard, C.J. McCollum, gets it out to Dame. Dame knocks down the big three, 47-42, and then Russell Westbrook. What a pass, Candace, to Terrence Ferguson.
Well, early on in the game, Russell Westbrook was doing a great job of facilitating, and that opened up lanes, and he knocked down his shot as the game went on.
Don't back him up and knock down a little pull-up. Second quarter, as you can see, scramble. Look at Paul George.
And that's
nice.
What they did all night. No easy layups, no easy dunks. OKC played one of the best defensive halves of basketball that I've seen this season.
We get to the second half. Take me through this second half by C.J. McCollum, Candace.
Well, early on, he was hitting his three-point shot. Started out 5 for 6 from three-point lane, in which opened up lanes for him to get going towards the basket. You saw them get him in a backdoor situation, and he finished at the rim.
Yes, he did. And look at Russell Westbrook showing off a little bit against Nurkic and letting him have it. No, he didn't. A little bit of, I don't know if that's a sham guy, but I'm going to call that the Russell right now. Still, Paul George, how many did he have, Candace?
He had 5.
Oh, and they took off. Paul George, what a dunk. And there's Damian Lillard, 107, 101. I don't know how he got that one up.
And that's the thing with Dame. When he gets going downhill towards the baseline, he's a tough guard because he can facilitate as well as finish at the rim.
Hanging in the air and off the glass with nice English by Russell Westbrook. And again, still, lazy pass by Nurkic, took the bump. Paul George, and he finished 117-108. The defense has been fantastic. And now down the stretch, there's Russell Westbrook with a nice one.
But that was a play ran by OKC, a double screen by Steven Adams, and Paul George opens up the lane for Russell Westbrook to take flight.
And as you can see, another big-time rebound. And
He hurt the rim on that one.
It was a little evil, and the Thunder take this one 123-114 as we see the scores. Big-time scoring from Leonard, McCollum, and Nurkic. They didn't get much for the others. 5 players in double figures. I think they ended up with 6 players in double figures for this game, Candace.
Well, I mean, if you see, one of the statistics that wasn't seen on this side is the 16 steals that the Thunder had, tied a season high, and that's what it was the entire night. It was those intangibles that didn't show up on the stat sheet.
And this was a good one. This will be the game of the day for NBA TV, and we're going to throw it out to 3D Candace, our other partner who caught up with Paul George. Here's a tweet. Look at this. I love this. Every time a player says players only. Boy, 3D, what a fantastic job. What a season we had. Candace, rookie getting a chance to work. We're missing our partner, GA.
We are.
We had to step up over there, but wonderful season. Everybody upstairs, Bert Bondy, Dora Marshall, everybody here. It was fun. Fantastic season.
No, it was a great rookie season for me. My vets didn't treat me too bad. Brought a couple donuts and,
no, you didn't.
Some coffee,
when?
some vino.
Okay, there you go. You did. But we had a good time. Back to you, GA.
Guys, thanks. It has been an incredible run thus far in terms of players only here on NBA TV. But there was also a little breaking news that Adrian Wojnarowski came out with. Memphis seriously considering moving one of their franchise players, Mike Conley Jr. or Marc Gasol. They have made it known that those two guys are on the block.
Yeah, and I think Conley can help somebody. And I know those salaries both are very hefty. I don't know if Memphis will be able to get back what they're looking for by trading both those guys. However, if Conley gets with the right team, that he can be a game changer in terms of putting the team over the top with his play, particularly a team that's close to trying to break through in terms of getting to the Eastern Conference Finals or getting to the finals. He can definitely, if he joins one of the right teams, he can definitely take one of those teams there.
No question. Both those guys can play on good teams because both those guys at any given night can be the fourth or fifth option and not bother them at all and still be effective. As a fourth, fifth option, they still get 12, 13 points. Gasol can get 8, 9 rebounds, 4 or 5 assists and be fine with it. The problem is that, I'm not sure. Memphis is going to want draft choices back, really high draft choices. Yeah. Memphis will want young talent back. I just don't know if there's going to be a team that's going to fit.
It's almost like they made this decision too late.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, because I just don't know who's going to fit the mold of a really young team. These guys don't fit with really young teams that are rebuilding. They fit with really good teams that have a chance to win, and the really good teams that have a chance to win just don't seem to have the assets that you think Memphis would want. So they're kind of in a tough spot, but I like both these guys. Both these guys are pros. Both these guys are professionals. I'm more lean towards Conley than I do. I think Gasol, he can still pass, he can still play the perimeter, make shots, but defensively wise, the league is kind of changing away from the bigger centers like the more active guys are more effective right now. But I like them both.
Both are talented, no doubt about it. It'd be interesting to see how this one plays out in terms of whether or not they end up with the Grizzlies when this season is done. Stick around for a little more game time. When we come back, the Raptors looking to continue getting it done up north. Welcome back, Paul George, doing it on both sides. Game high 20 in that first half, and there with the impressive block in transition. Welcome to the American Express halftime report. Greg Anthony here with the Hall of Famers, Isaiah and Kevin. Guys, thoughts on that first half in terms of what you saw from the Thunder?
I like the way that, their ball movement is excellent right now. They're taking good shots. They're sharing the basketball. And right now they're playing winning basketball offensively and defensively.
Yeah, I thought the Thunder came out. I thought Russell thought he was hot from warm-up. Yeah. He took 3 or 4 test shots, and then I don't have it tonight. He's just passing and moving. He only took 7 shots. I like this version of Russell Westbrook. I really do. He took a couple heat checks early to see if he had it. Now he just plays basketball. He's making passes, and Paul George is on fire. He's just playing at a pace. Like, when you're playing basketball where he's at, everybody looks like they're going slow to you. Like, you're dribbling the ball, you're looking around. Like, I'm just going to, I think I'll shoot it now. And he's just on such a roll. And I like to see a guy just get hot like this and keep filling it up.
Yeah. And what he's doing also, guys, it takes a lot of energy to score at this level, but he still brings it defensively every night as well.
Yeah, and I mean, in our league right now, he Kawhi Leonard, they're like the ultimate two-way players. And, we forget to say Klay Thompson a lot, but, Klay is in that group also. But, those guys, they bring it every night on both ends of the court, and you respect that.
Yeah. And they guard the other team's top guys. When the guy gets hot, they say, put me on him, coach. So they love the challenge. Those guys, boy, having those guys on their team is huge.
You guys talked a little bit about Westbrook. His evolution, is it fair to say maturation at that position? Because he seems to be almost a pass-first guy.
Yeah, I mean, when we talk about maturation, we always compare it to the physical as opposed to the mental. But his mental maturation has been, fantastic in this league. He's passing the basketball well. Mm-hmm. He's become a very unselfish player. He's not judging himself by how many points he scores, but he's judging himself by how many points he helped others score, which makes a big difference.
And you just talked about, the maturation of him. How about he's coming down and he sees Adams, but what does he want to do? He wants to give Adams space. He crosses over to here to drop the ball back here to give Adams all that room. Yeah. You're playing at he's playing chess at that point. You're not playing checkers. Checkers, the guy just throws it behind. Everyone's a big jumble. Yeah. He decided out there that he was going to cut across the lane to give Adams space. Again, he and George are playing mentally at a really nice pace. Yeah. And I think, honestly, part of Russell thinking, I don't have to lead the league in scoring, has eased his mind and made him a better just passer. I mean, because he's always had the talent, but now he's adding, just like I say, just that little move there. I'm like, man, when you're a big guy, I played with Tiny Archibald. They were the best guys. They just created the space for you. It was fun to play with.
Yeah. Now listen, Portland down 7, but they're there in part because of the rebounding, plus 12 on the backboard, and Nurkic has been solid for him in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I was kind of surprised that Nurkic was able to get off a little bit on Adams, because Adams is so strong, a physical player. But you saw him right there. He's sprinting the floor, boxes him out, stops the break. And again, the big guys have got to get in the paint. Just him being in the paint like that stops all kinds of penetration. He's there, and again, now you're going to have your hands full here when the ball goes up, because you got to go fight, and you got to fight Adams. And Adams is a great offensive rebounder. So I'm just impressed again with him. He gets in here. Actually, Adams travels right there, but he gets up and gets a hand on it. His ability to get back in the paint and cover up, I just think that helps you guard so much. Because as a guard, if you see a big guy standing in here, just chest towards you, waiting. It makes everybody more passive. So he's done a really nice job defensively, and offensively gets to the open spots. He just knows how to play off those guys. He gets the open spots, hits the boards. I'm liking Nurkic. I just need to see him do this every single night with this amount of energy, this amount of effort.
And I think when he's playing against a guy like Adams, he gets to use the physical elements of the game that he's not used to using against other players because the game is officiated so differently. So big guys, y'all have like judo moves, I call. I mean, y'all like know how to elbow a guy, and if he puts his elbow on you, then you know how to swim. Then you know how to take him here. Then you got the little knee. It's like down there, such physical, maneuvering, and it's all subtle moves down there. And I think Adams and Nurkic probably both are having a good time exploiting their skills.
Yeah, they've been going at it. And when we come back, we're going to take a look at what else is going on around the league. Rock'em, Siakam, getting it going up north for the Raptors, who just quietly
great basketball,
continuing to go about their business of winning games.